Hey, what's up? It's Missnicety, your girl, on Be More Playbook, where I provide you my weekly insight on sports and more. I have a little extra for you today. I have two stories on I have two stories today on entertainment. The first story is Haley's pregnant. That's right, y'all. Haley's pregnant. No, I'm not talking about Haley Bailey. Mm-mm. No, I'm not talking about Haley Bailey. Not either one of them. I'm talking about the daughter of one of the greatest rappers of all time. Yes, Eminem. Eminem about to be a grandpa, y'all. That's right. He released the video yesterday detailing that he's about to be a grandfather. His daughter, she's recently married, maybe like a year or so. She's married to her longtime boyfriend that she met at Michigan University, maybe like 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. They went together for like those 6 years. They got engaged and now they happily married, about to have their first baby. So I wanted to say Eminem needs something to do. Okay, because he keeps showing up at all the Detroit sports games. You're going to see him at the Detroit Lions game, up in the box seats. You're going to see him at front row at the Detroit Pistons, just getting all in the way. He's just getting all in the way. So I just want to say congratulations, and eventually, as that baby get older, maybe he'll bring the baby to the games or whatever. And I'm really excited for him. Congratulations, Eminem. He's about to be a grandfather. And my second story is another white man. All right, that's just okay. Another man, Garth Brooks. You know him? He's some country music god, okay? And I know very little about country music, but what I do know about country music is that they exclusive, okay? They got their own little community and it's hard to penetrate it. Ex Beyonce, she put a whole album out, sold millions of copies, made millions of dollars, all kinds of rockets. She was all on the radio, urban country music. And when it came for the music video awards, she was nominated for nothing. Okay. So they real tight, them country folks. They real tight. They supposed to be family oriented. But this story right here is very interesting. But Garth Brooks, he's been accused of rape and sexual assault. Okay. And it's different from the Diddy. The Diddy got a whole organization. This is something that this man did on his lonesome. But it's very interesting. If you read the details of the story, it's very interesting. He was accused. It's his makeup artist. Yes, this is someone that does his hair, put his makeup on for him or whatever, right before he do concerts or whatever. But anyway, he's been accused of raping and assaulting this woman. And the funny, interesting thing, did you know her thing came out this month, but like 2 months ago, this man tried to get in front of the story and try to paint himself as the innocent one. Okay, because he put a lawsuit against her saying that she was trying to extort him. So basically, he's saying that he's been harassed to no ends, all kinds of threats, lies, tragic tales about him is all wrong because somebody trying to make him write a check for millions of dollars. And he said it's like having a gun to his face. And you know, he's very offended. But let me tell you, honey, the story goes further than that. This person going by the name of Jane Roe was contracted to do makeup for his wife. And she did it for a long time, from 1999 to to 1999 to 2019 when she started doing it for him as well. She was doing it for his wife. That's 20 years. That's a big record, right? For 20 years. But she had voiced her need for different money, how she was having financial troubles. Now, I don't know if she voiced it to the wife and then it got back to the husband, or she voiced it to him. But he said, come on, I'll give you some work. And he gave us some work. He said right away, stuff was going crazy. He was like having appointments with him and he was exposing his genitals to her, sending her all kinds of pictures and everything. By the end of 2019, right before a Grammy show, they were in Los Angeles. And this is when the rape occurred. That they was in Los Angeles in a hotel suite, and she said he raped and assaulted her. And afterwards, she said she finished the makeup and he went on, and they went on like nothing ever happened. And she said she was hardly offended. She sent cryptic email, text messages, and then she started getting text messages back. So this went on for a while, and to the point where her services was terminated in 2021. So she no longer worked for either the wife or the husband. And she said she started getting different text messages, and she figured maybe it was the wife saying that you trying to ruin my husband, da 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 da. But anyway, like I said, the timeline is interesting. A month ago, when he put out his assault, maybe like 2 months ago, when he put out his extortion lawsuit, she went to them and said, look, he sexually assaulted me, and that she is claiming that he is trying to kill her and do all, like she's distraught. Okay? And they wouldn't do anything about it. So a month later, they wrote another letter and they say, look, we won't go public with none of this if you pay me millions of dollars. So I guess they have all these notes where she said this stuff, but he called a bluff. And he did the lawsuit that she's trying to store him. And then she came public, like last month, she came public that he sexually assaulted her. So that's how this all played out. It's the timeline for me, right? And like he said, he tried. That's what you do. Because I remember when David Letterman went through something like this. He came out with it. And this lady is trying to extort me. And he came out with it and it went away. So I want to see what happened with this. Is this the same? Is it different? Or is it just going to go away? And that's me with my and more. Now, moving right along. Week 4. Let's go to my report card. How did y'all like week 4? I felt like week 4 was kind of boring. Okay? Boring. But, I mean, some people may say, I'm saying that because Philly lost against Green Bay, but that's not the reason. I couldn't even get that game in here. But let's just go down. I actually did pretty good. I got 10 right with only 6 wrong. Let's go over those 6. Thursday night game, I picked Giants to win. They lost 20-15 against Dallas. I picked Green Bay to beat Minnesota, where Minnesota won 31-29. I picked the Colts to lose at home by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh lost 27-24. I picked Philly to beat Tampa. Tampa won 33-16. I picked Arizona to beat Washington, and Washington just smacked Arizona up all over their field. Jaden Daniels, they did great, 42-14. And then the last one that I got wrong was Miami against Tennessee. Tennessee was one of those teams that hadn't won. They wound up getting a win, 31-12. And those were my picks for week 4. Now we're going into week 5. For week 5, I just want to make 2 announcements. One is there's only 2 teams left that's undefeated. That is Kansas City Chiefs and Minnesota Vikings. Okay? Kansas City for American Football League and Vikings under the National Football League. I also wanted to mention that there's only one team that's still a winless, and that is, repeat after me, Trevor is trash. Trevor is trash. That's right. Jacksonville Jaguars still 0-4. So hopefully they'll do something this week. And I'm gonna go right into my picks for pick 5. I'm at week 5. Here are my picks. I picked Atlanta to beat Tampa at home, and they did that last night, 36-30. And to be honest, I mean, I've been hard on Baker Mayfield, and I feel like Baker, he actually did pretty good. They lost the game and everything, but I kind of felt sorry for them because at the end of the game, they never got the ball back. And they really couldn't defend like what they was doing all game long. I thought they were going to take that game. Atlanta got the ball. It was like this call. I felt like it was wrong. Like the mask, they should have got called for that. They didn't. They wind up taking it to overtime, winning possession, and then just running that touchdown. They ain't even had to do the extra point. They just won. And I felt bad. I felt like they should have had at least a chance to defeat themselves since they was playing real good. But Atlanta won 36-30. So what are the rest of my picks? Okay, we have Jets and Minnesota going to London to lose because Minnesota is going to win. That's what I have anyway. The Bears will entertain the Panthers. I have them winning at home. Baltimore will go into Cincinnati and beat the Bengals. I have Miami winning against New England. And I know I picked Miami last week and they lost, but I feel like Huntley was like just getting used, acclimated to his new environment and stuff. And I feel like this week they'll do much better. And they're going against New England, okay? New England only won one game all season. And that was the first week. They haven't won anything since. So I have Miami beating that. I have Washington winning at home against the Browns. I have Jacksonville winning at home against the Colts. Yes, I do have, repeat after me, Trevor is trash. But I feel like eventually they're going to have to win. And this is one they should win at home. They should be hype enough to win this. Okay, now Buffalo against the Texans. This game between Buffalo and Houston is supposed to be the game of the week. And I have the Bills beating Houston. Let's see. We'll see how it play out because Houston is hosting. So we'll see how that play out. Denver Broncos at home. I have them beating the Raiders. Arizona will go to San Francisco. I have 49ers beating them. Green Bay will go to LA to compete against the Rams. I have Green Bay winning. Okay. The Giants in Seattle. I have the Seahawks beating the Giants at home. Between Dallas and Pittsburgh, I have Pittsburgh winning, okay? They're going to go into there Sunday night, and Pittsburgh, you need to win this. Justin, they talking about you. They are talking about you. Look, I watched that game last week. You had so many chances to beat that game, and you didn't. That game was awful. When you play against the Colts, at the end of the game, you had at least 5 to 6 different chances to win that game, and you lost. It was unbelievable. But anyway, you can redeem yourself Sunday night, okay, against Dallas. Let's see what you got. If you don't win this, be prepared to sit down, okay? They may start putting Russell up. And Monday night game, Kansas City at home against the Saints. This is my upset game of the week. I picked New Orleans to beat Kansas City. And I'm kind of hesitating because I just looked at the report of injuries. And guys, they have so many players that's questionable. The Saints does. I mean, it's like 8 or 9 players on this list. And I don't see how you can win while all your players are hurt and banged up. So, and then I don't even like how it's questionable. Is it injury reserve? Are they out? Like, come on, they don't even wait until they wait until the day of the game to let you know what's really going on. I think that's not good. Okay, but anyway, I did pick the Saints to beat Kansas City in Kansas City Monday night. We'll see how that play out. And I encourage you to get your week picks and try this yourself. Like I said, the worst I've done this season so far is 9. I did 10 the first week, 9 the second and the third week, and on the fifth week I'm at the fourth week I did 10 again. So are you ready for some football? I'll see you here next week in a couple of days on our next episode of Be More Playbook.